How you doing? Yeah, that your grace still amazes me, boy. Holy water flowing over that one. Ah, man, that grace package. That is incredible. That's why I couldn't wait to tell you all about that one. And he says, "Now, dry it up, boy. We got to talk. We got to tell these guys this other stuff." And I was like, "You're right. Stuff we talked about last night. Spark plug wire that had never been on since my life till last night. Turns out he actually came to me a time before the string theory thing. So, story time. I'm at fifth grade, I think, or sixth grade. I'm not positive about that one. And part of elementary basketball. We practiced after school. And he never did let me be any good at sports. He knew if I was unfair, and he made me trip over my own feet all my life. Okay, so I I wanted to so bad, so many ways, but he's like, no, no. I tried wrestling. No, not gonna. I was never gonna be so good at sports. That's part of his torment me package. But anyway, back to that basketball game, and we was practicing and playing, and one of them, he's a good friend of mine now, gave me a hard time and said some, yeah, well, we're going to fight after this. We're going to fight after this. And, and so we're sitting there, I'm sitting there thinking, yeah, okay, you want to fight? Yeah, let's do that. Because you know what? I'm bullshit. I ain't listening to that. You know how kids are. And there was one in particular there, not him or I, that egged it on, wanted it to happen. Oh, yeah, we're going to have a fight after practice. Oh, man, yeah, they're going to fight after practice, man. Oh, that's cool. That's cool. He just egged it on. And so practice came, and by the end of the practice, it was like, I don't know if I want to do this. That's not what I, no. But peer pressure, it's hell. It is hell. So we got out of there, and all of us boys, we went as a pack. We had a little Dairy Queen right next to our elementary, and there was a church on the other side. And it's a perfect spot. You could just get in there, and boys get around everybody, and put the two in the middle, and let them have at it. Well, we were all staged up for it, and both of us was in the middle of it. And the more we was dancing around, we was like, I don't know if I want to do this. Well, that one boy that was egging it on, he tells me, he said, I'll give you a quarter, one right in the nose, and then we'll all go home. And I didn't. I did. I did right there, and oh, felt awful. And that was it. Boys went home. He gave me my quarter, and walk around to Dairy Queen. See, Dairy Queen had a thing called a push pop. It was cost a quarter. And so I was like, okay, well, I'm going to go at least get my push pop out of this. And I didn't feel so good. As I walked around the corner, I dropped that quarter. And see, it was snow on the ground at that time. And I could not find that quarter. It was just gone. I was moving snow around, digging for it, trying to find it. Was just gone. And I thought, all right, my hands are getting cold digging in the snow. And so I go on home. That walk on home was awful. It was a stomach ache that I had never experienced. And all night, that night, at home at supper, and watching TV. I mean, that stomach just hurt bad. And I went to go to bed, and it was feeling so bad. I was almost ready to go to my mom and say, maybe we need to go to the doctor's because my stomach is really hurting. But I laid there, and this is the plug wire that he put back on. It's never been on. He came to me that night, and he told me that I must never do that. I must walk through the world, no matter what they say, and accept everything that they say or do to me, and know that he's with me. And that he'll always have that reminder in my stomach when the circumstances start. I'll just get that awful feeling in my stomach to walk away. And he took that pain away that night. And the next day I apologized to him, and we became best friends. Hell, we went out to dinner just a few weeks ago. Because neither one of us felt good about that. And from then on, through elementary and high school, no matter what anybody said, I always walked away. I just had to. So most of my life I lived just feeling like I was a coward. But I had to. And, turn the other cheek kind of thing. I did have a time in high school, though, where I had no choice. That dude come up behind me and walloped me in the ear. Well, we took to scrapping that. I didn't have time to think about that one. But I did feel awful about that one. He ended up being a really good friend, too. And we mended fences. Another one of those egging on things. Because, kids love to egg on others into that shit. That needs to be stopped. And then when I got to prison, there was a third time. This guy was, he was bigger than me, black, and wanted to mess with me, and thought he got me in a perfect spot where no guards could catch us. And I just pulled this, I don't know what you'd call it, a judo move or a submission move. That's what it was, a submission move. And I looked straight at him in his eyes, and I said, "You really want to fucking die today?" Pardon that language, but that's what I said. And I had a crazy look in my... And that's why the frontal assault thing just was not in the program there at prison after that. I didn't even have that spark plug either until last night, because it still made me feel kind of bad. But those were 3 times that that violence was in my life, where I actually lifted a hand against somebody. But the rest of the time in my life, no matter what anybody said, I walked away. And I lived as Jesus said, to turn the other cheek. And so that's the lesson for children and everyone out there in the world. No matter what that person in front of you is saying, walk away. be the real man and say, I want nothing with this violence, and move on. It's not actually a coward thing. It's a respect to God thing. And so everyone out there in the world knows he's not being a coward. He's respecting God. And that's how I lived my life. And that is why. And all my schoolmates will tell you, yeah, he wouldn't fight. He was not a fighter. He just did not want. And now they know why. That one punch literally changed my life. And everybody needs to remember that we're walking for God now. So be a man of God and walk away. Or woman of God. Because I've seen some of you, man, I was married to one. Let me tell you, she was a scrapper. Oh my gosh. Drop of a hat. Drop of a hat, man. Funniest hell thing you ever. She wasn't even 5 foot tall. She didn't give a shit. She was all on it. She is definitely not how to live. Okay, folks? Not. Okay? She's changed. He's worked with her. He's had a hell of a time with that attitude, though. Whew. But them Mexican women can read a slight hot-headed. Anyway, that is what it is. And so, living my life as a coward of the county, I'm cool with that. I'm cool with that. That's been part of being my king package. And why I am your king. So, besides, here tell they're going to lock the doors Christmas Eve, and I'm about to get it all out. Turn that love off. And I'll be just fine. I'll be just right as rain. So, anyway, Grace package and this, those were 2 big topics last night. I'll tell you what, that my walk, I ain't had those plug wires on in violence. They were pulled for a long time. That, they were necessary, though. They put me on my path. And no harm done. So, how's everybody enjoying story time? Anyway, I'm going to get back to some music, do some recalibrating, see what else he wants me to talk about, and we're going to carry on, and this truck's going down the road forward. We're going forward. That's what this is all about. I just helping everybody get their truck turned around. That's all. That's what this is all about. Anyway, I'll be back at you.